Hey, welcome back to Midnight, the only place on YouTube where we worship ki blasts, argue about power scaling at 3 a.m., and cry over Vegeta's character development, again. Today, we're diving headfirst into a volcanic power level debate that has ruined friendships, relationships, and possibly my last brain cell. Yes, folks, it's time for Top 10 Strongest Characters in the Dragon Ball Universe. Why should you watch? Because I've watched 800 episodes, read 300 chapters, suffered 17 existential crises, and emerged with the most spiritually accurate list ever crafted. No bias, just raw, unfiltered Dragon Ball madness. Let's get it. Top 10. Gohan Beast. Oh yeah, Gohan is back, baby. After years of slacking off, becoming a dad, doing papers, and letting Piccolo do all the work, Gohan finally unlocked his inner rage beast. Literally, Gohan Beast, that's the name. Sounds like a rejected protein powder but hits like a god-tier transformation. Debuting in Dragon Ball Super, Superhero, this form turns Gohan's hair into a spiky lavender storm of violence. And his eyes glow with the type of fury only awakened by seeing your green dad get smacked. Abilities? Raw strength beyond belief, insane speed, and a one-shot kill on Cell Max, who is no joke. Gohan channels that old Cell Saga rage, and this time, he finishes the job. Weakness? Still kinda rusty. He doesn't train enough, and Gohan Beast isn't fully explored yet, so he's like a nuke with no GPS. Dangerous, but maybe not fully under control. Impact-wise, this was Toei yelling, "We're sorry for Mystic Gohan." And honestly, apology accepted. Top 9. Jiren. Ah yes, the gray brick wall, the bald philosophical protein lump. Jiren the Absolute. This man doesn't fight for fun, glory, or power. He fights because trauma built different in the Pride Troopers universe. Introduced in Dragon Ball Super, Tournament of Power, Jiren was so overpowered that Goku needed literal divine power just to tickle him. Abilities? Ki blasts that bend space, ultra speed, insane durability, and a death stare that erodes your self-esteem. Jiren doesn't dodge, he just lets your hits bounce off his abs. Weaknesses? Emotion. This man's cold demeanor makes him tough, but it also isolates him. In the end, teamwork, aka anime friendship magic, helped Goku and Co. exploit that gap. He was the wall that Goku had to break, and even Ultra Instinct Goku struggled. Let that sink in. Jiren was almost the final boss of Dragon Ball Super, without being evil. That's a flex. Top 8. Orange Piccolo. You thought Piccolo was done? You sweet summer child. No. In Dragon Ball Super, Superhero, the Green Dad finally got his wish from Shenron, literally, and transformed into Orange Piccolo, aka Big Buff Banana Hulk Namekian. His muscles got muscles. His aura says, "Don't touch my kid," even though he technically doesn't have one. Orange Piccolo is the result of unlocking his true potential and then some, thanks to Shenron's added bonus, which is just code for steroids but make it mystical. Abilities? Insane regeneration, brutal strength, new durability tier, and a giant size mode that's both terrifying and oddly satisfying. Weaknesses? He's still not quite on the level of Saiyan gods, but he's way closer than he used to be. Piccolo's humble nature also holds him back a bit. He's not the "look at me" type. But don't sleep on him. He's the glue of Universe 7, mentor, tactician, and the only guy in the team chat using grammar properly. Top 7. Broly, Dragon Ball Super version. This man is trauma, muscles, and rage incarnate. Broly in Dragon Ball Super. Broly is not the yelling psycho from the 90s movies. This version has actual emotional depth and even more uncontrollable power. Raised on a wasteland planet with only his dad and an alien dog, Broly grew up into the Saiyan equivalent of a nuke held together by a rubber band of emotional repression. Once he snapped, the universe shivered. Key powers? Limitless adaptation. The longer he fights, the stronger he gets. His energy keeps rising, and even Goku and Vegeta had to fuse into Gogeta just to stop him, and they still couldn't kill him. Weaknesses? Emotional instability. Broly doesn't control his power, it controls him. But hey, same. Impact? Huge. This version of Broly isn't just a powerhouse, he's a wildcard. A kind, traumatized juggernaut who could either save the multiverse, or shatter it with a scream. Top 6. Black Frieza. Yup, he's back, he's evil, and now he's charcoal colored. Black Frieza is the terrifying new form introduced at the end of Dragon Ball Super. Granula the Survivor Saga. and he one-shotted Ultra Ego Vegeta and Ultra Instinct Goku like they were last week's garbage. Let that settle in your soul. Origin? After being resurrected, again, Frieza did a time-skip training arc, in a hyperbolic time chamber, alone, for 10 years straight. That's some Batman-level prep but with the cruelty of Satan and the drip of an evil disco ball. Abilities? Same Frieza toolkit but upgraded, planet-busting ki blasts, high-speed combat, and the new black form, which feels like if cold hatred had a physical state. Weaknesses? Arrogance and the fact that Goku and Vegeta haven't gotten their rematch yet. He's a classic villain, unstoppable now, but you know he'll eventually fall. Right? He's not just strong, he's back on the throne. The final boss energy is real. Top 5. Vegeta, Ultra Ego. Here comes our angry prince. Our forehead warrior, the man who took trauma, pain, and toxic masculinity and turned it into a battle philosophy. Ultra Ego Vegeta is the exact opposite of Goku's Ultra Instinct. Where Goku dodges, Vegeta tanks. Where Goku flows, Vegeta absorbs pain like a masochistic tank on Red Bull. He achieved this form during the Granula arc, learning destruction power directly from a god of destruction. His hair turns purple, his smile becomes disturbing, and his fighting style? Take damage, get stronger, laugh, repeat. Abilities? Destruction energy, limitless combat high, and probably the heaviest punches in the franchise right now. Weaknesses? Over-reliance on pain and pride. If the enemy can outlast him or simply not care, Vegeta might dig his own grave. Again. But don't get it twisted, Vegeta has earned his top-tier spot. He's not Goku's shadow anymore. He's a freaking god of violence with a redemption arc sharp enough to slice planets. Top 4. Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue. What happens when you take Goku's battle genius and Vegeta's violent willpower, cram them into a single body, and top it off with immaculate hair and fusion dance choreography? You get Gogeta, the blue-haired nightmare that reality itself wasn't ready for. First appearing canonically in Dragon Ball Super, Broly. Gogeta Blue wiped the floor with legendary Broly and didn't even break a sweat. His power level? Somewhere between, your planet doesn't exist anymore, and, we just punched the multiverse sideways. Abilities? The combined arsenal of both Saiyan gods, instant transmission, Big Bang Kamehameha, telekinesis, and pure chaotic finesse. He doesn't just fight, he stylistically erases your legacy. Weaknesses? Time limit. Fusion only lasts 30 minutes under perfect conditions. And less if they go hard. Which, let's be honest, they always do. But for that brief window, Gogeta isn't a warrior, he's a cosmic event. Top 3. Beerus. Let's talk about destruction, not just the, oops I broke a vase kind. The erase you from history with a glance kind. Beerus, the god of destruction for Universe 7, has been chilling in the top tiers since his debut, and even after all this time. We've still never seen him fight seriously. His power is literally divinely mandated. If you annoy him, he blows up your planet before dessert. If you impress him, you live, maybe. Abilities? Hawkeye, instant destruction of anything. God tier reflexes, cosmic level ki blasts, and the casual threat aura of a house cat that knows it owns you. Weaknesses? Laziness. Also, food. You can bribe this man with pudding and earth ramen. In fact, most of humanity exists solely because he liked their cuisine. Even now, we don't know his full power, which is terrifying, because he sneezed once and nearly obliterated a moon. Top 2. Goku, Mastered Ultra Instinct. Our golden boy, the Shonen Jesus, the man who turned dying into a training method. Goku, now wielding Mastered Ultra Instinct, is beyond mortal comprehension. When he taps into that silver-haired, glowy-eyed serenity, he becomes untouchable. Not metaphorically, literally. Ultra Instinct lets Goku move and react without thinking. Every fiber of his body dodges attacks on instinct, making him look like he's dancing through destruction. Abilities? All his usual techniques, but turbocharge, Kamehameha, instant transmission, Spirit Bomb, now combined with god-tier elegance and martial arts grace. He's fighting in 4D while the rest of us are still buffering. Weaknesses? It's hard to maintain, and the form demands emotional neutrality, which is hard when your friends are getting blasted. Still, Mastered Ultra Instinct is Goku at his peak, for now. Which brings us to Top 1. Zeno, the Omni King. Laughs in multiverse deletion. You wanted a strong character? Well, how about the literal godchild who can erase entire realities like they're scribbles on his coloring book? Zeno, the Omni King, is cute, squishy, and has the destructive capability of a concept art folder being deleted from existence. Abilities? With a wave of his hand, he erased 6 universes. He didn't even blink. He just yeeted billions of lives into the void like it was a Tuesday. Weaknesses? Probably his attention span, and the fact that he's more of a plot device than a fighter. But still, nobody dares challenge him. Even the gods kneel, even Beerus sweats. Zeno isn't a warrior, he's the end button. Bonus character, Whis. This man is technically not on the list because he doesn't fight seriously. But if he did, you'd cry. Whis, the angel attendant to Beerus, is the one who taught Goku Ultra Instinct and beats Beerus with chopsticks during brunch. Abilities? Time rewind, effortless movement, staff fu, multiversal speed. He casually walks through attacks that could vaporize mountains. Weaknesses? Bound by angelic laws, he can't intervene in mortal conflicts unless it's training or desert-related emergencies. He is power, he is sass, he is elegance in a kimono. And there you have it, the top 10 strongest characters in the Dragon Ball universe as judged by science. Chaos and unhealthy obsession, from beastly Saiyans to literal gods. Dragon Ball just keeps pushing the power ceiling into the stratosphere. Think we got it right? Or did we leave out your favorite overpowered alien monkey? Drop your takes in the comments. Roast the list, or just type, Vegeta deserves better, in all caps, go wild. If you had fun, smash that like button harder than Brawly smashed reality. Subscribe to Midnight for more unhinged anime breakdowns. And remember, power levels are fake, but pain is real. Thanks for watching. Stay chaotic.